Alright, gonna give it a couple minutes so some people can get in here. Let me switch up an indicator. Delete that indicator real quick. Go with stochastic real quick. Back to my bread and butter right there. Alright, gonna give it a couple more minutes. Let some people get in. How's everybody's weekend? Crazy weekend, crazy election. Congratulations, Joe Biden, on winning. Me myself is not going for Joe Biden, but you know, is what it is. The market's reacting very good to him. Just sharing the link a little bit, guys. Give me a little bit. Alright, let's see. Live chat, is there any way? Alright, pop out chat. That's what I want. Bring that over there. There we go. Alright, we're gonna get started, guys. Thank you all for joining. This is Gunner Weekly Analysis, different plays throughout what I see. So starting here, we're gonna go with Nasdaq 100, 4 hour. Had that bull divergence, and ever since then it broke out of this little falling wedge right there. It was actually a long channel all the way down. Broke out, and ever since then, retested since then. We got the golden cross right here on the 4 hour, right there, which confirms that we're in uptrend. That's a 50 EMA crossed over the 200 EMA right there. If you guys read stock books and all that, that's confirmed as the golden cross. Other way is confirmed as the death cross. Shows that we're in a downtrend, but it rejected that and back in an uptrend. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour real quick. Let's see how this is doing. Alright, so you guys see created this bull flag right there, right? No divergences yet on the 1 hour or anything like that, so that's good. But this bull flag, we'll go from there to there. Control, let's do it the breakout, and yeah, if it surpasses this level of demand right there, the top will reach all-time highs, and then potentially have the possibility to hit 13,000 up here. Let's check out SPY really quick. Alright, let me clean up the chart a little bit. Alright, cleaned up, kind of. Alright, so he came down here, double bottom down here to retest to confirm that we want to stay in this uptrend. Once again, got the golden cross right there. So you guys can see golden cross there on the 4 hour. Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. A little rejection up here at 350 area, but I'm pretty sure we're going to open up and gap up above that. Nonetheless, though, this is making a bull flag on the 4 hour. So you guys know what happens with bull flags once it gets broken. It has a potential to run as far as it ran up again. So once again, break out of that, can easily see all-time highs again here at 358 and potentially all the way up here at 370. That's my prediction on SPY. I don't see it. I don't really see it slowing down. Alright, come on, TradingView. Shit pisses me off. It was making higher highs. with lower highs down here in MACD, which shows the divergence. It kind of consolidated, let that divergence clear up. So break above 352, that thing can go all the way up to 359, then 370, then hit possible first profit target right there. Short term though, day trade, 355, 359, and 361 is where you hit. It's riding this 21 EMA pretty strong right now. Right there. It's still in a buy. Gold cross is still in a buy. MACD pulled down a little bit, letting it rest. So that way it can run up some more. So far though, the market is reacting very well to Biden being president, which, gonna be honest, I really didn't expect. But you know, no matter what, this is where most of our capitalism comes from. Most of our money comes from. We can't really get more in debt, and if we do, I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. So we're going to look at Piton. Yeah, they beat earnings. Okay, let me clean this up a little bit. I should have did all this beforehand. My apologies, people. All right, so Piton all-time highs kind of created was down in this downtrend channel right there, broke out, retested the old support, old resistance, back to new support. So right now it's having a hard time breaking above 131. If it breaks above that, it could easily continue running up. But nonetheless, it looks like on the 1 hour, let's go to the 4 hour. Alright, so it's about to break above the 0 on the MACD, which will show a strong uptrend. It's still in the uptrend. The 200 EMA and 50 EMA had a bullish divergence, broke out at the bullish divergence, and ever since then it ran. Earnings, I mean, earnings was a weird time to, it was a weird time to have earnings considering all of the election indecision and all that. So last week was a really weird week. Me myself, I didn't play. We expected this uptrend as well, hit it, made that divergence, consolidated, broke back up. So it hit all my profit targets once it broke up above 115. So now I'm waiting for it to do is break back up above 127.5, and this can easily see all-time highs here at 139. Okay, let me see. Let me go to the 1 hour really quick. Let me share copy video link. All right. Let me mention Buzz really quick. I'm not sure if he's in here or not. All right, there we go. That was weird. All right, 1 hour, hit all of our profit targets. All right, so get rid of that. Making higher highs, but it was making lower highs. So it came down, kind of consolidated a little bit. Created this little channel right there. This little descending triangle right there. So once that breaks, I'm seeing it break it to the upside, but it could break that to the downside and then find this support right here. But if it breaks to the upside, profit target would be long term 134 for like a potential swing, and that is right here at this strong area of resistance. And then next profit target would be 139, and then 145 or so. Pete's on 135, 130 if market holds tomorrow. Oh, hands down easily. If it breaks up above, can easily get there. Need that to pop up. Yep, right there. There we go. Delete that line really quick. So if Piton holds up above 127 tomorrow, let me go to the 5-minute. Yeah. Break above 134.75. Probably try to be 136, 140 area within a day trade. Me and myself are more of a swing trader. So I don't see no divergences or anything. It just came off of that divergence, that bullish divergence. So it has a lot of potential to continue running. Piton break above 127.5. Profit target is 134. 134.5. 136. And 140. Just gonna keep it plain and simple like that. I also like to play to the downside. I don't like being biased on this. So all you would do, switch the Fibonacci around. Alright, like that. And then you can potentially see profit targets on this. So the next profit target, break below 125. Profit target right there would be 123, considering that it's above the 200 EMA and this support right there. I don't really see it breaking below all that. Beat earnings, ran up a little bit, not too much though. So my play, Piton, I'm expecting it to go to the upside. Let's do DraftKings. Somebody just mentioned it in the chat, and we've had this on watch since up here. So I was saying that it was creating a little head and shoulders back here. It needed time to cool down, and ever since then it cooled down. It hit all the way down here to the golden pocket on the long spectrum of things. Hit down here in this golden pocket, and once it hit there, drew up my Fibonacci to see potential profit targets once it breaks out of this falling wedge right here. Broke out of this falling wedge, I wanted it to be above this golden pocket right there. As you can see, it gapped up overnight. Came down, tested the support down here at the 38. And then ever since then, it's ran the next 3 days all the way up here to the first profit target, which is 43. So right now it's kind of creating this little bull flag. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Right there, and then right there is, come on, bro. Right there as well. There we go. So bull flags, once again, it's one of my favorite patterns on the breakout right there. Let's copy that, paste. So profit target would be, long profit target for a swing trade would be all the way up here at this old level of support. As you can see, it bounced there, bounced there, bounced there, and then finally broke down, retested to confirm that it was going to act as resistance. So break above this resistance right here can come all the way up here to this old resistance at 48. But the biggest thing we need to do is break above this resistance over here. You can see acted as resistance, support, change to resistance, and now we're just waiting for the break. Coming off of a pattern coming out of a pattern and then going into another pattern. MACD's crossed over to the uptrend. Came off of a bullish divergence. So this has a lot of potential to go to the upside. Long term or short term within day trade, I wait for the break above 44. Profit target would be 45.5. Then all the way up here at 48. And this is DraftKings. Break above, I believe I said what, 44? Yeah. 44, profit target would be 45.5. Then 48. That's just short term though. If you really wanted to do long term, you can do a lot longer than that. Bring this all the way up here. So old resistance, swing low to old resistance. First profit target, long term be 48. Long term after that is 57.5. But then again, you don't really want to stretch it out that far unless you're 100% sure. And DraftKings, I'm very certain that this is going to continue going up in the long term of things. Hockey's about to be coming back here soon once football's done. So we just got sports all year round. And I'm pretty sure you could bet on UFC as well. Not 100% sure. But it's just a good day, good time to be alive for betting if you're into that. But yeah. So bull flag out of this falling wedge into a bull flag. Profit target would be this old resistance right up here. Break above that. Can come and see this old resistance right there. As you can see, hit, acted as support, broke down below, resistance. Long term of things, I'm seeing this as a very good run up. Kind of lost momentum as we went higher, and that's okay. Came down, smacked on the stochastic, which acted as support down here. Consolidated, created this bear flag, perfectly fine. And now we're just waiting for the run up. Let me see here. I like Facebook. I like playing what I know. Alright. So Facebook was a little wonky. Still is nonetheless. Let me get rid of this so I can see what's going on a little easier. Get rid of all these levels really quick so it clears it up. Earnings, they beat earnings, but fell. They rose up and then fell immediately. Like I said, last week was a weird week to play earnings and everything like that. The election and everything going on. That's why I kind of just sat in the sidelines. I still threw out plays and everything, but me and myself, I wasn't getting in and risking my own money. I've never played election season like that. So it was, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, so I don't really like doing all that. Nonetheless, once again, you guys can see, even though the wick's all the way down here, it's just hit the 9 EMA just to test it. Once again, another bull flag. Everything's really in a bull flag right now. It's kind of crazy. That holds a record for most COVID cases. This thing surged down the lockdown. Keep that in mind. DraftKings earnings this Friday. Yes, that's correct as well. Most COVID cases. That's good. We like COVID. We like that shit here. Just messing, of course, kind of. We all knew that this second wave was gonna come. We just need to build immunity to it. Okay. Anyways, create this level right there. Keep that level up there. Yeah. Alright. So right now we're in between good support, old resistance, old support, old resistance. It's gonna be new resistance as well here. So the old resistance is now acting as support and creating a bull flag off of the run up. Nonetheless, the run up I would wait for the break above 296. Probably try to be 302 or the old resistance area right here. Then it can go all the way up to there. Let me see. I'm not seeing any type of divergences, but it looks like I got one on the 1 hour. Yeah. It's making this lower low right there, making a higher high, or making low low, making a high low right there. My bad. Facebook was making higher highs, but lower lows as well. Kind of consolidated, give it the rundown so it can have the potential to fly up again. Let me see here. So it's on the 4 hour it's bull flagging. And on the 1 hour it's kind of creating this little symmetrical triangle as you guys can see here. Uh, Off of a run up. So that's also bullish sentiment right there. So code stocks print, yeah. Got Pfizer and all that. Let's see. Alright, let me do the Fibonacci for here. So from low to high, got that. Yeah, profits are right there. Okay, so from here to there, yeah. Alright, 303 area, break above 297.5, 303, 306, then we'll go 310. We're not trying to go too far out there, but if you're looking for a good swing, this could be a good swing into the rest of the week. All the way up here to 320, that right there is a 22-point move on common stock, which is a 8% gain common stock. So Facebook break above 298. Profit target would be 303, 306, then 310. Like I said, we're not trying to juice it too much or anything like that. We're just gonna keep it plain and simple. Yeah, MACD that's probably gonna switch over. That's getting ready to switch over. It found support down here. Yeah, very good. I like that. Alright, so let's see what else. What else have you played recently? Plug BA. Alright, let me see what BA is doing. I haven't checked BA in a while. So Boeing. So 2 weeks ago, I believe. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, we caught this whole move down. At the break of 162, got this whole move down. Signaled it for a swing down here, right at the break of 163 right there, and caught the whole move down. Now the reason why we caught this whole move is because of the pterodactyl pattern going on. See the long beak, got the head, the wings, and everything. We call that a pterodactyl right there. Dinosaur age and shit. But nonetheless, on the 4 hour, it's making higher highs. It's not making lower highs down there or anything like that. So it's getting ready to cross over these zeros. But if we extend this to right there, 200 EMAs right there. So and it's within the descending channel, so I could see it smacking the 200 EMA or the top of the channel, and then falling back down. It's also in a rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern because it breaks below. But nonetheless, you just gotta see what happens and how it comes and goes. So yeah, I had this bearish divergence making higher highs from there to there, making lower highs down here on the MACD, across underneath there. So I'm just waiting for it to break the pattern right now. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to break the pattern right now. Then once it does, that can run all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, look at that. So this is literally just this. So just control. Yeah, that's just this, how far this ran down. So I had a nice 50% pullback right there, just to let it cool off some so you can run some more, which is very common to see. So I'd wait for the break of 154, seeing as how that's old resistance now acting as support. I'd wait for the break of that to get in on a swing to the downside. I wouldn't really play the upside to this unless you're looking for quick scalps or quick day trades. Boeing also beat earnings. I'm not quite sure how they beat earnings. I think they're getting bought out of debt, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure on the news on that and what's going to happen with that. But we shall see. Just keep an eye on the market and everything like that. So if you want to play to the upside, go from. All right, so we're gonna go from swing low to swing high. Right now it's in the golden pocket. So go from support right there to resistance right there. So if you guys do want to play this upside, me myself, I'd wait for the break of 159.5. That's the resistance down here. Just for confirmation, I'd wait for the retest as well. Then profit target would be 161, 162.5. And then got it right here at 164. So BA break above 159.5. Profit target would be 161, 162.5, and then 164. Break below. Like I said, just switch this around. This would be a good long-term swing, but if you guys are looking for a day trade, I would wait for the break below 154.5. Probably would be 152, and then all the way down here at 146. So break below 154.5. 154.5. Profit target is 152. We'll do 150, other than 148 as well. Although it can come all the way down here to 134 to complete the pattern once it breaks out. But like I said, the market's in the uptrend. This kind of follows the NASDAQ as well. So nonetheless, it can go either way. Just play both sides. Okay. 141 and then 134. Okay, we're gonna go Pfizer. No, I'm not liking this. Alright, so it's in this log. It's been a long-term downtrend since can't seem to shake it. Other than ever since then it's created this. It's in a semi-uptrend. Got a short-term uptrend. Higher lows, and it created this pennant right here, right? So the break of the pennant will be powerful. Nonetheless, me myself, I don't really like how this stock looks long-term wise. So it's in the golden pocket. It caught it, found the supply right there, broke up above, acted as support right now. So it could break all the way above it, but I'm not gonna do anything with Pfizer. Me myself, I don't like playing that stock. I believe we had this on watch not too long ago. Oh yeah, we did. Alright, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, so 4-hour. Let's get ready to cross the MACD. It found resistance up here on the stochastic. Nothing really, anything on the 4-hour. I don't see any patterns or anything like that. Let's go to the 1-hour, see if we can see anything. It's all about different time frame analysis and everything like that. Alright, so kind of got this, kind of got that going on. Look down below, tested it. There's really no patterns or anything, so me myself, I don't really play without patterns or anything like that, or breaks of substantial areas. So this acted as resistance right there, acted as support right there. So if you break above that, can go all the way up to 93, then all-time highs there. But nonetheless, this is pretty much back and forth. But with solar, Biden them's big for solar, so nonetheless, solar can skyrocket. And in the near future, this will be a good long-term hold, uh, leaps and everything like that. But me myself, I'm not seeing any plays with it, so I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Let's go to Zoom. So this one, yeah. So Zoom, I also called out. It was in a bear flag. Let me get rid of that actually. It was in a bear flag. I was waiting for it to break. Signaled it out that it can go all the way down to there. So you take the pole, right? Take that, move it down at the break of right there, and it literally came down, smacked the profit target area for long term. So that was from 518 to 441. 70, 80 points right there. $70, $80 of a drop on Zoom. Zoom's good long term, especially if uh once again we go back to being stuck inside. This can easily skyrocket. Nonetheless, it's kind of making this um pennant right there, short-term pennant, crossed over to the death cross, which shows a downtrend, but it's getting ready to cross over into the gold cross on the 1 hour to show a uptrend. On the 4 hour, it's making higher highs, but it's losing steam. So right there is divergence, bearish divergence. Um, yeah, I don't really got any pattern with this besides this downtrend line and this uptrend line, creating a kind of pennant going on. Let's go to the 4 hours, see if we can see anything substantial. No, nothing really. Nothing really, so what I'm gonna do is swing low to swing high, right? It's bouncing off of the golden pocket, so if it breaks up above the golden pocket, breaks inside, it could easily run up to the other side, to the upside, break below, come back down. So let's see. Alright, so it had that reversal doji right there. It's about to become a buy on the daily chart. As you guys can see, it's getting ready, the EMAs are getting ready to cross over into a buy. That's a hanging man right there, so that could potentially cause us to fall. Nonetheless, though, it's gotta wait to see what happens. Yeah, possible bear flag. It's once again, I'm not exactly like it's kind of ugly. This one wasn't the best either, but could be a bear flag again. So that's why I have this down here as well. So just wait for the break of this uptrend to the downside. Could easily come all the way back down. So if we do our fibs from top to bottom right there, break of 165, 185. Break of 485 can come all the way down to 471, and then down here to 455. So yeah, possible bear flag. I'm just gonna put possible bear flag because it's ugly. But ran into another bear flag. Yeah, or rising wedge. Rising wedge. Break below 484. Product target is 472. Then 456. Then 450. Alright, so I like to play both sides. So if we just switch this around really quick, wait for the break and retest of the hard resistance right here. So you guys can see smack there, there. You tested. This is kind of a supply and demand zone right there, but it's also in the golden pocket. So I'd wait for the break above 507. Profit target would be 518. Or you can do increments of 5, to be honest. Uh, it moves. It moves a lot. Zoom's average true range is $20 or so. It's about how much it moves within a day. Break above 507. Profit target is, we'll go 515. 515, 520. And then we shall go with 535. But that's the upside, that's the downside. Get rid of that. Alright, let's see. What other ones? Plug AMD. AMD, yes. How could I forget about AMD? Alright, so AMD, I've been waiting for a long time on AMD. Right here was a good buy at the dip. As you guys can see, it bottomed out here. It's kind of creating this falling wedge right there, long-term falling wedge. But nonetheless, historical data has shown me that create what it created, right? This little consolidation after a big jump. Each time it jumps up, it's about 80%, right? From the break. Alright, so from the break of the one, long term it jumps up by 80% common stock. So I'm currently in like 130 leaps. Yeah. This is me being considerate at the break of the one. That's me being considerate. I put a lot of thought process into how and when to get in and everything. Buy the dip down here. That was the perfect entry to get into a leap long term to March. It takes approximately 4 to 5 months for it to run up 80% or so. AMD's killing it. I'm pretty sure AMD is better than Intel right now in chip processors and everything like that. So I'm pretty sure they're killing it right now. The earnings, they did miss earnings, but nonetheless, guaranteed. I'm not going to say guaranteed. High probability for it to run up again. It's happened once, twice, and then it's happened before all the way back here if it's going to load. Yeah, back here. Yeah. Happening, and that was back in 18. So nonetheless, this is a good long-term stock. But anyways, let's get to the technical analysis of it instead of the historical. Technical analysis off of this is alright. So it was making low lows, but it was making higher lows on the MACD. So that's a bull divergence right there, right? I already said that. How far my AMD leaves? I have mine out to March 2021. Got mine out to then because it takes 5 months or so for it to reach its 80% move, 70% move. It's a good risk to reward. Keep your stop loss at like an actual dollar level. That's what I do. 50% stop loss is what I do for day trades. 30% is what I do for swings. And then if I'm leaping something like this, I don't put in with what I don't care losing 100% of. That's how I myself do leaps. I go far out the money as well, so that's another reason as to why it's like that. Why I do it like that. So as you can see, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, broke above the resistance, right? So now it can be really confirmed for the break right here above 86.75, which with NASDAQ rising over 300 points this weekend. The Dow futures rose over 300 points. NASDAQ is back at damn near all-time highs right now. So this has the potential. This could be the start of the rally to the top side. That 80%, that 70% right there. Common stock. Keep that in mind, guys. Common stock. You don't really see this too often, uh, unless it's like a parabolic stock like Tesla back in whenever it jumped up to $2,000. All that right there. So let's go to the 1 hour here. So this is a perfect buy the dip down here. Let me go back to the 4 hour. Let me see. Yeah, this is a perfect buy the dip opportunity down there. So if you go from old support all the way up there, was right in the golden pocket, as you guys can see, right in this area. Golden pocket right in that area. Hit there, bounced up, came back to confirm, and now can go all the way up there. As you guys see, first profit target on that, on the one I just created, the Fibonacci I just created, is all the way. First profit target's up there. Second profit target's up there. So let me get rid of that. Get rid of this. Let's just make this a little cleaner. All right. So let's go to the 1 hour. Can wait for the pullback on the break of the uptrend or the downtrend line right there. Can wait for the pullback there. Once again, it could not give you the pullback decision. So just go off price action, different patterns and all that. Volume, all that is very good. For breaking out, this is a low volume kind of day, but this whole week was been low volume and with the elections, everybody's trying to play it safe. But you know, there's some people out there ain't playing it safe. 1 hour, we're in the golden cross right there. So this has a lot of good things to the upside. So I'm going to Fibonacci from, gonna go down here. It's up there. So we already got one for that far out. Yeah, we already got that one right there. Actually, no, we don't. I lied. We don't got that. Alright, so long term, if you're looking to swing this, like a month out or something like that, long term could be good just to hit the 95 out the money calls right there. I mean, if you really want to go long term, you can go for 95 at the money calls, out the money calls. But like I said, it has the potential to go all the way up to 140 and then higher than that. Just depends on the volatility, the parabolic of it. So, short term though. So you see it hit all those profit targets right there. Hit there, then hit there. So I'd wait. Me myself, I'd wait for the break of this resistance right here at 86. I'd wait for 87. Profit target would be 88. All the way up here, 90, 91.5. Break above 86.8. Profit target would be 88. Then let's go 89 and then 91 in the middle of all those. AMD runs about $2 on average every day. That's its average true range. So yeah, it's not the ideal time to get in. You can wait for a pullback, but then again, we're not sure if it's gonna pull back. It pulled back heavy right there. Like from there to there, it's already $10 higher, and that's within 1, 2, 3. That's within 4 days. $10 higher is within 4 days. That means it had to have ran about $2.50, $3. It was a little overextended. So it kind of could consolidate. It kind of consolidated right there though. So long term, this is a good to the upside. Alright, let's go to see what Pitons EM, DKing AMD, CGC, yes. CGC. So a lot of wheat stocks are killing it right now, as you guys can see. So CGC I had in this long term, well not long term, but nonetheless a downtrend, pennant off of a downtrend, right? Had that death cross up there, and ever since then kind of just fell. But recently, been a lot of good news. Earnings is tomorrow morning, if I'm correct. Am I correct? Let me check on that really quick. Tomorrow morning. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes. So it is tomorrow morning before the market opens. So I could depending on if it's good or bad, could continue running. Nonetheless, there's a lot of legalization everywhere, pretty much. Oregon, New Jersey, Washington, D.C. There's a lot of legalization across the U.S. for drugs in general. I mean, fuck. Oregon is now going to be the crackhead of the United States. So, if you want to move there to become a crackhead, I mean, ain't nobody gonna stop you. But anyways, kind of got off topic there. So yeah, it broke above the old resistance. It already hit my first profit target, and that first profit target acted as resistance. As you guys can see, it stopped there. I also did a smaller fib to see where it could potentially go to. Hit the first one, it came back down to retest the golden pocket. Went a little lower, but it retested the uptrend. Hit it again, broke up above, and continued rising ever since then. So this can continue to go higher. It has a potential to go higher. So if we delete that. So this has the potential to go all the way up to 30 again. It's a little overextended right here, but it had a lot of volume, as you guys see. Just got to go off of the earnings. Earnings can make it run up, so I don't really want to set my levels for this right now, but can fill right there. I'm not sure if that's a fill or not. Yeah, no, it's not really a fill. If it continues to break above, we can't see it come all the way up here, considering that it has this gap to fill right there. On the daily though, it's getting ready to cross over into the golden cross. So this could be a good long-term play. If it started to cross over there, it's definitely crossed on the 4-hour as well. Yeah, it crossed down here. So at the break it crossed. Look at that. cross at the break of the symmetrical triangle at the pennant down here, and then continue to rise up. So if you got in at the retest, congrats. That was a good rise up. I called this out. Broke out a huge pennant, retraced back to golden pocket, break above 20.2, profit target 21.5, 22.5, 24. And as you guys can see, it has hit, broke above 22 over here, and ever since then it came up as high as 25 right there, came back down. So that was a good hit the other day. I don't really want to set my uh, levels for it, considering that it has earnings before open, before morning bell. So we'll just see how that has to go, how that goes out. Let's see. Haven't checked out a couple of stocks in a while. So Netflix kind of consolidating. It's within this range right here. So I'd wait for the break of the range. 4 hour, it came up to, crossed over the 0 on the MACD though. Hard resistance down here, or hard support down here I should say. Hard resistance up here, and it's trading in between that right now. So this is a good plays right here. Buying in down here at the bottom, selling at the top, buying in at the top to go to the bottom, selling at the bottom. You can make money that way. Me myself, I like to play breakouts of patterns and everything like that. But as you guys can see, I just ended up falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, but because of their earnings, it kind of just fell. So retested the area, then hit the second profit target down here. Now it's kind of retesting the golden pocket. So if it rejects again, it kind of just filled up its gap right there, right? So if it rejects again, this thing can continue to fall. There's a lot of Netflix is iffy because it's huge. Netflix is huge, but with everything going on, the pedophilia and everything, and then backing cuties and everything like that, this can plummet. They missed earnings, but they've also missed earnings before multiple times and have continued to skyrocket because it's good long term. This is a good long term stock. Yeah. Good stock nonetheless. So we're coming up on 1 hour, so I'm gonna cut this video off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just watch the golden pocket area for Netflix right there. Break above 517, go to 534, then 553. Break below 506, 495, 490, 485. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of the market analysis, and I hope you guys have a great week.